Hello and welcome. You're watching News9. I'm Shweta Kothari. We're bringing you stories from the world of business, policy and economy. You're watching Business Plus at the moment. Joining me in the studio is my colleague Suyash. We are, of course, starting this show with markets. Markets today, Suyash, ended lower, snapping their two-day gains.
So it was a volatile session for the D Street today, Shweta. As you know, concerns like the rising food prices shifted concerns once again that the inflation may tick upwards, and also the focus shifted back to corporate earnings. Nifty and Sensex both ended with moderate losses today. And as you can see, Nifty was down about 0.14% at 19,570 mark. So it basically failed to defend the 19,600 psychological level. Sensex was also down by 0.16% at 65,846 levels. Nifty midcap, which surged to its all-time high today, ended with positive gains today. It was up about 0.23% at 37,912 mark, whereas Nifty small cap also was among gainers. It was up 0.27% at 11,755 levels.
All right, before we go further and delve into who are the top gainers and losers, let me also welcome Ambareesh Baliga on the show, who's an independent market commentator. So thanks very much for taking time out. I want to begin by asking what explains the volatility in the markets today?
No, in fact, again, after seeing the recent lows, after the, like the correction which you saw in the last, 1 week, the markets were trying to again gain back those levels of 19,800, 19,900. But then, today's action clearly shows that the market may not have more legs up. In fact, this also shows a bit of weakness. So, my belief is that possibly we can again see the markets correcting and go more towards those 19,200 levels than 19,800, 900 levels.
All right, let's also quickly see the top gainers and losers for the day, Suyash, and the sectors that you were tracking this afternoon.
So, Shweta, let's start with the gainers first. Among the top gainers today was Hero MotoCorp, which was up about 3.88%. The stock has been under pressure, so I think we are seeing some bottom fishing in that particular stock. SBI Life was also among gainers today. It was up about 3.62%. Cipla, which has been in the news today, lately because of BlackRock buying the entire promoter stake in the company by next week. So that has also been among the gainers, and it was up to 3.2% today. Tech Mahindra also featured among gainers today. It was up about 2%, and Tata Consumers ended with gains of about 1.22%. Now, among top losers was Adani Enterprises. Adani Enterprises reported a healthy set of numbers, and it has been among the top gainers in the Nifty pack in this financial year. So perhaps there was some profit booking in today's session. Hindalco was another one. It disappointed the streets with its results, and as a result, the stock declined about 2.14%. Mahindra & Mahindra saw some profit booking at higher levels. It was down about 1.8%. Divi's Lab and Nestle India also ended today's session about 1.5 to 1.2% lower.
All right, let's quickly understand what's hurting some of these stocks. I want to begin by asking about Adani Enterprises. What's happening here, Ambareesh?
No, in fact, we had seen interest coming back into that group, and especially Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports, basically because of major institutional investors buying into these companies. But then I think the good earnings is already there in the price, because we have seen the stocks performing extremely well over the last 3 to 4 months. So I think post the earnings, it's quite natural that you will have some amount of profit booking coming in, and that's exactly what we are seeing.
Ambareesh, is it fair to say, because Adani Enterprises has run up about 50% in the last 2-3 months or since the beginning of this financial year, so is it fair to say that the concerns raised by Hindenburg have taken a backseat and investors are once again focusing on the financials of the group?
Absolutely, because whatever reaction we had seen because of the Hindenburg report, that's, I think, a story of the past. And especially because you have some of the very large institutional investors showing interest, I think that's taken a backseat, and people would clearly look at the sort of, the future of the group in the sense the sort of a growth which you have seen in the past. People are expecting that to continue. And with the fresh money coming in, I think clearly the view is changing for the better.
All right, and Hindalco, of course, down on the back of results that really, that were below the street estimates, disappointing a lot many people. But let's also, before we pull in those numbers, let's also quickly understand some of the sectors that you were tracking, Suyash, this afternoon.
So Shweta, the banking sector, if you can have that on the board, yes. So Nifty Bank and Nifty PSU Bank and Nifty Private Bank outperformed the benchmarks and it ended with gains. Nifty PSU Banks was the top gainer in among sectoral indices on the NSE. It was up about 2.71%, whereas among losers was Nifty Metal, which again we saw the decline can be attributed to the fall in prices of Hindalco and which disappointed the streets. Auto also saw some correction and FMCG sector was also down in today's trade.
All right, so PSU Bank up 2.71%.